We are in a tie match at the drop. Double gen pop to avoid the deadlock. They do go down. There is a haste status effect. They do have to be careful here. The hatch is going to spawn momentarily. Deadhard could get them the distance to get it too. Shot.
Really smart play on the ace. Oh my god, getting shot through the window.
No longer have distortion, and they are going to teleport here. I think they get there in time. Yes!
Oh, the grab. Yes! That is disappointing.
This is be a 4-man out because.
Yeah, but they will be able to block this. Yo, getting caught on that. Ace coming with the body block. Oh, they were here.
All right, and we are back for round number 2 of qualifier number 6 for season 6 of Champions of the Fog, and we are joined here today by Avi. How you doing today, Avi? We appreciate you being here and being awake and ready, and especially as we have quite a spicy match coming up as we got Iconic versus Torment, and we are going to be seeing Iconic Cenobite versus Torment Survivor Team to kick things off. Yeah, as am I, especially because, I don't know, we don't see a lot of Cenobite during the regular season, and that's one of the things that I do love about kind of playing with the killer pools during qualifiers, is we kind of get to pick these killers that are like, okay, well, we want to see more Cenobite, so in that case, let's have Cenobite in Dead Dog, and, you know, try and balance the pools, so that way we see a wide variety. We've seen a lot of Death Slinger, we've been seeing a lot of Cenobite, and looks like this Cenobite knowing exactly where their box is, as they find that quite early, starting up the chain hunt. Yeah, it's one of those things that if you understand, you know, Survivor spawn logic, if you understand all of that, and then like where the map generation is and so on, you really can just kind of lay into the Survivors very early on with Chain Hunt. And we've seen Impaling Wire come in full force here as that just strung up the Meg on this first chase, as Cenobite really aggressive here on these possessed chains very early, trying to get a quick down. I mean, speaking of in pain, we also see the fact that the Cenobite bring in original pain here, as we do see the Meg currently hit with the mending status effect. And looks like we are going to continue chase here on the Meg. Jake now injured as well. And looks like actually Cenobite dropping chase, instead going for the Jake, who is in a little bit of a worse position here. And once again, Impaling Wire just coming in clutch, but the Cenobite unable to get the hit over the pallet, as Jake will make a little bit of distance here with what looks to be life. Yeah, no gens so far, but I'd imagine that the Survivor team definitely working on them, but at most only 2 survivors on them thus far. And Cenobite looking around for a hook, will successfully get one here on the Jake, and we do see a Scourge Hook Pain Resonance incoming. Yeah, not to mention that, but also just the fact that they're doing a fantastic job with these possessed chains, really boxing out the survivors like the Meg here. And if no pals outside this one in the corner, it's looking a little bit grim for this Meg, as Cenobite going to once again try and launch some possessed chains, but going to have a lot of time to set this up. And looks like they are able to get the blind over the pallet. And hearing that there's been some bugs with that, where you aren't able to get blinds over pallets unless it's at like a certain angle or certain timing now. You know, that's an apt description for those who use flashlights on a regular basis, so I support that terminology. Yeah, Gallows is the one that got completed. And yeah, I think realistically speaking, these survivors having to kind of body block for their teammates, especially through original pain, has definitely been a major factor here. But survivors not going down without a fight, as the second gen now completed 1 gen for 1 hook each. And looking like they are going to just kind of camp this out a little bit, trying to progress the Meg here to second stage, moving that much closer to being sent back to the campfire via the entity. Yeah, but they don't have much time here. They will get it on the Jake, and they can actually get a really quick down here on the Meg with original pain. That's going to actually eat through BT there as they get moved into the men's status effect. And so Cenobite here now to make a choice, go for the Claudette or go for the Meg. And looks like they're going to go for the Claudette, but Claudette doing a fantastic job seeing that possessed chain incoming and doing a quick dodge.
That chain, this can be exciting, or it can be, or it can be a curse even. But this Claudette, oh, I didn't think that was gonna hit.
Yeah, no, that was a bit of a spicy hit there. Claudia playing a little bit dangerously, but we will see a kick here from the Cenobite. Not all too worried about the pallet setup here, and especially with 2 other survivors currently injured, and looks like they will in fact get the pickup here, as we do see scratch marks there towards the bottom side of Gallows, and Cenobite will get the hook back here, potentially another Scourge Hook Pain Resonance, and sure enough, there it is.
There it is. This is there's been a lot of taking hits on this match, which is actually, you know, I understand, because the changes are actually really exciting so far with between these 2 teams going against each other. The gens are going in a good pace, but there's a 3-gen in that corner, I noticed. So let's see if the survivors are aware of that.
Yeah, and we do see a noise notification there in the distance, potentially a reset here by the survivors, but Cenobite not really all too worried. Actually, correction, that was the unhook there by the survivors, but Cenobite not exactly all too worried. Instead, looking to go for the Meg here, but the possessed chain just not able to get the hit, as we will see the Shack Pallet going down a little bit early, just to ensure that they do not go down, as they do not want to give an additional hook state here. Kate, though, the only survivor yet to be hooked, a really good find here, as that'll be an additional 3 points, but looks like Cenobite looking for the blood instead, finds the Claudette, making their way over towards the water wheel.
Ooh, the pallet's down there. They got some. Ooh, nice grab there. Also, I don't know if you pointed out, but there was a yellow gem back there that the Cenobite kicked.
Yeah, that in fact would be a Call of Brine, as we did see that noise notification there from survivors working on it, and we do see a 3rd gen popping off here, 2 left in the match, and no Scourge Hook Pain Resonance this time around, as we will see Claudette being put on the hook for the 2nd time, meaning that they are 1 hook away from being sent back to the campfire.
Yeah, right now we got, so we got a Call of Brine getting that gen's gonna be dead in a matter of 2 seconds. So this is what the beauty about this perk, when survivors are not able to counter it by tapping it. So this Cenobite can have a great wave of pressure still. Yeah, right now I don't know if he's already hooked Kate. Has he gotten the Kate yet?
They have not found the Kate yet, so
Oh,
trying to get it
okay.
down here on the Kate would be
there she
fantastic.
is.
Yes, they want to get this kill here on the Claudette, but the Kate is worth 3 points right now on this initial hook. We do see the hit on the Meg there around the unhook there. It looks like they are going to go for the tunnel on the Claudette. Keep in mind, with that original pain, they are able to go for the tunnel very effectively, but Kate coming in with the body block. Claudette kind of getting caught out here, and Kate taking that hit. Honestly, like I said, Claudette, though a great tunnel out target, I think the Kate worth just a little bit of extra points, but maybe the Cenobite here just confident that they're able to get the down quickly enough.
Ooh. Yeah, typically the ulti walls can be a little risky for Pinhead because obviously, the chain hunt, the chain hunt can help slow that down, but Claudette doing an excellent job. They have a pallet here. Ooh, let's see how they handle it right there. Not bad. Okay. Oh.
Yeah, Cloud playing very, very cheekily here. Cenobite trying their best to get this down, just unable to make it happen as they're moving back into this corner. Once again, no resources here, so a little bit of mind gaming incoming. And looks like Claudette keeping their distance, but I don't know if they make it to another pallet here, as Claude just trying to waste as much time as possible for these last 2 gens to be completed.
You know what? It was smart. Even though there was nothing back here, there's no gens that. Well, except for that one right there, but that's not a priority. There's no priority to take care of that gen yet. This Claudia wasted time in an area where the gen was completed, so that was very, very smart move of her.
Yeah, I would tend to agree. At this point in time, I mean, it's 8 points to 12 in favor of Iconic and their Cenobite. So only time will tell if they are able to get the down. But there it is on the Meg, as we, in fact, see a no-ed pop in last moment for that insta-down. And now the question is whether or not they're able to find the Kate. Like I said earlier, the Kate was a prime target and continues to be one, as they have yet to be hooked at all. So if they're able to find the Kate, get the down and get the hook and camp it out to boot, I mean, that is a total of 6 points on the table for the Cenobite.
Yeah. Now we got that magical perk going, so unless they find it soon enough, they got Jake.
Yeah, they found the Jake, no Kate, but honestly, Jake also has about 3 points on the table for them here today, and they will get down for it as well. So right now, if they slug this out, there are no exit gates open. Kate, like I said, worth 6 points, probably has that exit gate 99, I would imagine. And it now comes down to this final chase, I think.
I want to say, so if there is not 99, then they are in bad spot. But I'm assuming they should have 99. They've been right here, this area. Ooh, this area is gonna be a little tricky to mind game a little bit. There's a lot of grass, sure, but ooh,
yeah, there's the down, and now Cenobite could be a little bit greedy, but I think they're making the right move here. Right now, the Meg is worth 1 point, the Jake is worth 3, so if you just get the Kate here and secure the kill, that's 6 points right there. So definitely the right choice here by the Cenobite, get the hooks there. We see those last 2 survivors exit via the exit gate. And looks like we are going to see a pretty decent score here by Iconic's killer team, as we are looking at 11 to 20 in favor of Iconic for trial number 1.
Ooh, I wanted to see what that no it was. It was in the main building. That was a good spot for that totem. Ooh,
yeah.
Go ahead.
I saw that as they're walking around. I'm like, oh, that is a really strong totem spot. Like, it's not some place that you can really defend, but it's going to take a while for these survivors to really scout that out, even with the oral reading that Noah now provides. But with that being said, we are going to get this next lobby set up, and we are going to be seeing Torment's Huntress versus Iconic Survivor team. But with that being said, before we do go onto a little break, we do want to remind everyone here today that we appreciate all the viewers here today, as you, the viewers, are our sponsors. So all that as they watch, all the bits they tip, all the subs they buy, and of course all the Rogue Energy buy using the code COTF goes to supporting Chance of the Fog and the prize pool for Group A and Group B. With that being said, we'll be back in just a bit.
Let's go.
All right, and we are back for trial number 2 of round number 2 of qualifier number 6 for season 6 of Champions of the Fog. And we are going to be seeing Torment's Huntress versus iconic Survivor team on the Dead Dog Saloon.
Ooh, that dog, yeah, I at least have been told that it's actually pretty decent, I guess, I mean, for a huntress, and I have been taken willingly by a huntress to that dog, and I have seen why. They do pretty alright. I mean, obviously that depends on each player. Look at this corrupt, however.
Yeah, it really comes down to each player and what their proficiencies are. If we see a lot of long-range hatchets, then I would tend to agree with you. This would be an excellent map here for the Huntress, but they are currently out on the prowl trying to find where these survivors might be, and so far coming up with all but nothing, as these survivors seem to be stealthing out just a little bit.
Yeah, they got a decent corrupt, not the best one, but it's there, available, and oh, there's somebody up there. Wonder if it's 1 or 2.
Yeah, it sounds like that gen definitely progressing a little bit. Huntress looking to take a little bit of a pot shot, but unable to get the hit on the Lori or the Claudette up on main. And looks like they are going to be attempting to push them off, but something to keep in mind, especially with these 110 killers, they can't exactly spend much time here on the main building. So Hunter's going to have to be a little bit careful about wasting their time when other survivors might be on the gens elsewhere, like this Nia here.
Yeah, I've had pretty exciting chases against like a hunters who knows what they're doing on that main building, who's usually a pain. Oh, I have had some fun chases, but let's see if these two have a fun chase of themselves here.
Yeah, I'll have to wait and see. Huntress trying to box out this Nia here as they do approach water wheel, but a lot of line of sight blockers helping this Nia out as they do move their way over to a tile. And Nia very close here. Gonna have to be careful as they round that corner, and Huntress with the hit, but Nia with the stun back. And looks like Huntress will take a swing and a miss once again. One hatchet left in hand, but Nia overextending a little bit too close to that corner as they will end up going down.
Ooh, yeah, that hatchet, how it slipped by her, that was I gotta say, I would like to call that good ping. Because you know, Hunter hitboxes can be a coin flip here and there. That was a good little like a little wind of whiff right there.
So, as someone who has played this game a ton and who really knows the ins and outs of the hitboxes, the reason why that worked is because the Survivor hitbox does lag behind the Survivor, but it doesn't really widen at the left or the right, so it makes a lot of sense that those type of hits do miss unless exactly on point. But as we'll see here throughout the match, you know, as the Survivor hitbox lags behind them, the Huntress is able to get some really cheeky hits if they know where that hitbox lands.
Yeah, makes sense. And look at this right here, by the way. This is usually yeah, this tile right here can either go one way or the other. It could go long, like how it's going pretty well right now, or it can go shorter. And Lori doing, oh man, that was a good chase though. Well done.
Yeah, really good chase there by both sides. Huntress trying to make the best of a bad situation, will successfully get the Lori down and put them in basement. I imagine what we're going to try and see here is a bit of a basement camp, especially with the Huntress, but these fars not want to let that happen, taking 2 hits down here, and not even agitation can get them to where they want to go, as once again, they are denied another hook here by the survivors. And honestly, that is an amazing showing here by the Survivor team.
They said you shall not pass. Like, they want to deny those basement hooks. And you know what? I don't blame Huntress for being stubborn about it. It's a good way to pretty much, you know, get that kill locked and loaded. But, you know, the Huntress is doing their best. And they're not terrible at these chases. They do have good mind games here and there. But the survivors are fighting back. They are not letting her get an easy get.
Yeah, no, they're doing a fantastic job. However, Lori going down. Looks like Huntress not satisfied with that alone, given the situation. Wanted to go for the double down on the Ace, and I think they're going to get it as Ace has nothing here available to them. And looks like Ace going to take their time and go for the vault. Not able to get the hit, though, and I think Huntress going to take this small victory here and get the Lori onto hook. Maybe not the basement, mind you, but a hook nonetheless.
She just walked through that pallet, by the way. She's like, I don't give a crap. I need that hook. She just walked through that pallet. Imagine if just somebody who just happens to be standing there hiding.
I know that we have it banned in COTF, so it's not as much of an issue, but even that surprise survivor kind of sitting there behind a pallet, I will refuse to go through any pallet if I can help it, unless everyone else is dead, or I know where everyone else is. So props to the Huntress being as brave as they are.
Yep, they just went through that thing, despite the many hooks that they've been denied, unfortunately, but this Huntress said, I don't give a crap, I'm just going through there. By the way, we can see a white gem back there. I don't know if we pointed out that what possibilities that could be going on over there in that corner.
We did see that a few times over now, and that there is, in fact, a deadlock, slowing things down just a little bit for this Survivor team, as every gen completed will result in the most progressed gen. It slowed down by deadlock or blocked by the entity blockers, but it looks like we are going to see both the Ace and the Lori here. And Ace trying to avoid a hit, but will take it. Like we said earlier, the Hunter's doing a really good job at confirming these hits, just barely missing the Lori there, in fact, but getting the hit there with a little bit of a prediction shot. And I don't believe there is decisive strike here on the Huntress, meaning that Lori will be going up onto the hook for a second time, though. Looks like Huntress wanting to take a peek around just in case there is a survivor hanging around with a flashlight in hand, but does not appear to be the case, and they are going to go for a hook here more towards the middle of the map, not wanting to risk the basement once again.
They learned their lesson, this poor thing. You know what, I was gonna say that the funny thing about taking a hit for Survivor against Huntress, like, I have done it before, I'm guilty of it, but you want to take a hit, you know, for your teammate, but you end up naturally wanting to dodge the hatchet, and sometimes that kind of backfires and hits the person you're trying to block. I kind of almost saw that earlier when Ace was trying to take a... Interrupted me with this nice little head-on play.
Yeah, Claudia running directly into the locker. No hesitation at all, as they knew they had the time they needed to charge up that head-on. But unfortunately for them, the Huntress here not going to be fake there at the pallet. Will get down on the Claudette. And, I mean, things I would say are looking a bit grim for the Huntress, but honestly, there's a real possibility of them bringing us back here, especially towards the end, as we do see these gens here in the back corner of the map. So very possible that we see a little bit of a camping playstyle as Gallows, the back corner, and this gen here kind of set up a little bit of a 3-gen.
Yeah, I noticed that myself. And you know what? I love to believe on the table turning effect, which means that you think it's going this way, and then suddenly some mistakes happen or something gets slipped, and suddenly it's on the other side of the table. And I've seen that many times. It's been very shocking. How you think one team has it and then the other, and it gets flipped over to the other side. So we'll see exactly. But so far, you're right. It's for Huntress. The way that's going at this pace, who knows, actually. Depending how the survivors think here.
Yeah, we'll have to wait and see. With that being said, Survivor's going to be hanging around here. They did get the unhooked Nia taking a hit, though. And imagine making their way over towards Water Wheel. Huntress sees that, too, and is going to try and cut them off here with a hatchet. The question is whether or not Nia will make enough distance here, as Huntress tries to take a quick shot, but unable to do much of anything, as Nia will continue bringing them back towards the other side of the map.
Oh, wow. Good. Oh, good.
A really good hit there into a head-on from the Claudette. Probably unexpected by all involved, as they're trying to probably set that up mid-chase instead, but Claudette here potentially going to go down for that aggressive behavior, as I doubt the Huntress was even knowledgeable of the fact that Claudette was hanging around there.
I doubt it. You know what? It went from a good hit to a shameful, like saying, haha, hey, you know what, you got a hit, but I got you instead, and then they went to get on the floor. Not bad. Good comeback from Huntress here in this little section.
Yeah, absolutely. And it looks like they're going to leave the slug Nia on the ground, trying to progress the Survivor to Death Hook. And we did see scratch marks. Looks like they are going to try and pick them up, but Nia getting found by the Huntress, not wanting to risk losing a fresh hook here, will bring them over by the Water Wheel and get the first hook here on the Nia.
Oh yeah, it's funny how head-on has been working pretty well for the survivor using head. Oh, there you go, last gen done. But because it's a huntress. Sorry,
Yeah.
it's pretty well working so far.
I mean, at the end of the day, we've been seeing a lot of head-on, and we have not seen a lot of this, but this, in fact, is a No Way Out, which has 3 stacks on the perk itself, and looks like Claudette, with them on Death Hook, will be potentially the last chase here, and Huntress being very patient will get that down. Honestly, No Way Out still has about half its time left on the clock.
Yep.
So Huntress has a lot going for them here. I think it's very likely that they might be able to secure another kill here. Honestly, the one they want to find is the ace, who is worth a total of 6 points here. And the score as of this moment is very, very close. It is 27-30 in favor of Iconic by only 3 points. So if Torment Huntress is able to get another kill here, specifically on the ace, that could secure them the victory.
Yeah, I'm telling you, like, it went pretty, like, grayish as you described, like, very grim, but you know what, it's not too bad. If she does find ace, she's gonna get a table turning effect, like I mentioned.
Yeah,
So
and we saw the flash of a survivor. I'm not sure who that may have been, and it looks like it is in fact the ace. So these survivors need to open these exit gates quick in order to secure a hatch escape, I feel. Though Lori coming in for the blind block, knowing the stakes on the table. We'll see the doubt on the Lori. The ace now within the Huntress's sights, but Huntress flicking out a little bit too far as Nia comes in as well. There's a hit on the ace, but it's a little bit too late.
Good hatchets, though. I gotta give that compliment to this Huntress. Good hatchets.
Yeah, absolutely. But that will be Lori sent back to campfire via the exit gates. It looks like both Ace and Nia will walk away with their escapes, and that is 15-15 for trial number 2. However, Iconic walking away with the 7-point lead here in trial number 1. Thus, we will be seeing Iconic move to round number 2 with a 2-0 victory underneath their belt.
That was you know what, I gotta say, whenever I get a cast for a Huntress game, I get so excited, but sadly, most of them that I've watched in the past did not go as well as this one actually did. Like, it can be kind of a whoever, depending who they're going against, of course, but this one was actually pretty exciting, so well done.
Yeah, especially that end game there, without a doubt. But with that being said, we are going to get round 3's lobby set up here ever so shortly. So with that being said, guys, thank y'all for joining us today. Don't go anywhere, as we'll be getting round 3 here for you in just a few moments. But before we do go, I do want to remind everyone here today that we are partnered with Pugdom. Pugdom is a Dead by Daylight competitive community very similar to Champions of the Fog. In fact, they are going to be hosting the entirety of Group B over on their channel. That's the minor league of Champions of the Fog, so definitely make sure to stop on by and support the newer teams and newer players over there. So stop on by, say hi, drop a follow too. And with that being said, we'll be back in just a bit.